Hello, beautiful people. It is I, Vemilo Evergreen here. Now, my pronouns are he, him, but if you got something juicy to tell me or you root me on, girl is an exception. And welcome back to another episode of Tea with V. All right, Vemizers, you know what time it is, and I know what time it is, okay? It is time for some hot chai topics, all right? So get your teas ready, get everything you need to, because we got a lot to discuss. Now, our first hot chai topic is regarding Taylor Swift. You know the girl, we know her. She's recently going on tour called the Eras Tour. Well, it turns out that Taylor Swift is now the lead runner of the most tickets ever sold by a, female entertainer. I think of like all of entertainers. Grossing up to like 2 million tickets were sold in one day. One day I'll get there, time, gotta be patient. But it turns out it's been a whole shit show because some hardcore Swifties, you know how there's Swifties and the Little Monsters and, the Rihanna Navy and all of that, the Katy Cats. Well, the Swifters, are really, really upset with Ticketmaster. Now, apparently, I didn't know this, but Ticketmaster has merged with Live Nation. And pretty much the Swifties who waited for like hours and hours and hours to get the pre-sale tickets, because I guess pre-sale tickets are like more affordable, I guess. They've been waiting for hours. And what they didn't realize is that they kind of knew, but they were slacking. But there was a high demand. There was like 2 million people who got it, and they crashed the site. So people who were trying to get the tickets put in the cart, it kept kicking them off. Some people were able to get the tickets. Other people who sat and waited could not get the tickets. And a lot of Swifties are very, very upset. Not at Taylor Swift, but at Ticketmaster and Live Nation, because here's the tea, which I didn't even know. If I bought a Taylor Swift ticket, I could sell it for like way higher on the website, which to me is very shady. Some person was selling the tickets for $70,000, and Taylor doesn't get anything, which is mind-boggling. So Taylor recently made a statement finally, which I will read to you right now. And she makes a statement on her Instagram story, and she says this: well, it goes without saying that I'm extremely protective of my fans. We've been doing this for decades together, and over the years, I've brought so many elements of my career in a house. I've done this specifically to improve the quality of my fans' experience by doing it myself with my team, who cares as much about my fans as I do. It's really difficult for me to trust an outside entity, aka, Live Nation and Ticketmaster, with these relationships, and loyalty for me to watch mistakes happen with no resources. I'm not going to make excuses for anyone, because we asked them multiple times if they could handle this kind of demand, and we were assured that they could. It's truly amazing that 2.4 million people got tickets, but it really pisses me off that a lot of them feel like they went through several bear attacks to get them. And to those who didn't get tickets, all I can say is that My hope is to provide more opportunities for us to all get together and sing these songs. Thank you for wanting to be there. You have no idea how much that means to me. So that's what Taylor Swift says. To all the Swifties, you know, sorry that this happened to you if you weren't able to get the tickets, and congratulations if you were able to get the tickets, and screw you for buying the tickets and selling them higher when, you know, truly hardcore Swifties really want this experience. So good luck, Taylor. Hope you do well. To Twitter literally shutting down. Oh my goodness, can we talk about it? The mess, literally the mess. You know what I'm scared for? I'm just gonna keep it a buck, 1,000, and 150 with y'all. Listen, we bookmarked our favorite Twitter porn. I'm just keeping a buck. I'm just being honest. We have drafted and saved and bookmarked our favorite Twitter porn videos. I know I have. Oh, I know I have. Can we be honest? Please put a hands up emoji in the comments to be honest. Now, so apparently, Elon Musk has gave the employees two options: either stay and work harder hours, very hardcore hours, or leave and get 3 months severance pay. Well, honey child, a lot of people left and took that 3 months severance pay. I guess in the millions, but you know, to each his own, hearsay at this point, because all the Twitter news that we get is just literally a roller coaster, high and low, high and low. So like, I don't know what the situation is. All I know is that Elon is getting trolled like nobody's business, and everybody's scared that Twitter will officially be done because it's a safety protocol at this point. You know, if you're not having the top tier people monitoring Twitter, then, you know, there could be an alleged, you know, cyber attack. Apparently that's not the case. Twitter is still up and running for the time being, but you know, at anything it could be literally shut off at any moment. So we're still on eggshells, but you know, bookmark what you can or screenshot what you can and whatnot. And I feel bad for all the only makeup people who's trying to make their coin or whatnot, because yo, those Twitter previews, they be doing what they need to be doing. If you can't afford that, you know, $4.99 or whatnot, even though you should be able to. But yeah, so I don't know what the dilemma is. All I know, Elon Musk needs to sit his rich ass down somewhere and get it together. And it's literally just like, it's literally circling down the drain. Like the whole experience of seeing how Twitter is being operated right now is really sad. So to all the workers who are getting their severance months pay and all of that, I pray you a new journey in your life, finding new work and all of that. And yeah, let there be something. But as far as we know, the general public thinks that Twitter is gone and dead. So let me know what your thoughts on the comments about this whole Elon Musk Twitter dilemma, because it's absolutely insane. He's literally burning his own money. I mean, if you're that rich, I guess you can do that. To each his own. I know it wouldn't be me, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. So did you hear about JoJo Siwa? You know her. She's this I think she's Australian. She's an Australian pop star who's really talented, super amazing, can dance her behind off. Everybody loves her. She's like the modern Hannah Montana at this point. Well, apparently she's came out as a lesbian. We love it. We're here for it. I don't know what her exact pronouns are, so please forgive me. But she's like in her teens, I believe. I think she's 17, 18. I think she's in her late teens. I think she's like 17 or 18 or something like that. But very rich, very powerful, and all of that craziness, but she's very talented. Well, anywho, apparently Candace Cameron has gotten a lot of backlash because this woman right here, she's, you may know her from Full House back in the day, before my time. But pretty much homegirl is wanting to produce Christmas movies that has no involvement of LGBTQ folks whatsoever. She wants, you know, having Christian Christmas movies back to what they usually were back in the day and something like that. So JoJo is calling her out because she finds it very rude and very distasteful and offensive. And I think what I can agree with JoJo is that it is tasteful, and I wouldn't say that I'm offended. I'm just, at this point, to all the Christians who don't F with queer folks, stay yo hating self-religious BS over there. Like, go over there. If you want to make your movie, go over there. Don't come over here, you know. And furthermore, you know, I think it's very important that we kind of see these people in the light that shows, okay, you don't fuck with us, well, we won't fuck with you. You know what I mean? It's like, for example, I live in a beautiful, white, conservative, very fun, adventurous town. But there are some Trump people who live around here, and they kindly have their Trump flags, and they kindly have their Trump thingies that you stick in the ground. And while people destroy them on their property, I'm all for it. I'm like, please leave them there so we know who to fuck with and who not to fuck with. You know what I mean? And I always say this too. If God hates me so damn much, why does he answer my prayers? If he hates me so much, why does he consistently answers my prayers? And has brought me this beautiful space and has brought me to meet amazing, beautiful people who have blessed me. See what I'm saying? So overall, Candace, make your little Christian movie. JoJo, leave that woman alone. If Candace has a preference of making these types of films, by all means, do it. But we won't be watching or supporting. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Let me hear. Oh my gosh. So did you hear about Chris Hemsworth? Oh my gosh, the poor thing. Chris Hemsworth, he is the Marvel man who does Captain America and all of that good stuff. Well, apparently he's taking a nice chunk of hiatus because he recently found out that he has genetic Alzheimer's dementia in his family that can happen early on. And this man is about to be 40. Young, crazy young. So, oh my goodness, to the Hemsworth family, to him, I am sending you light, love, and positivity and prayers on your healing journey. It's very scary and very sad, and it makes me emotional because my grandmother, she has Alzheimer's dementia, and it is no joke. It is no joke. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. I don't, and I mean that wholeheartedly. You know, granted, my grandmother has been through some really life-testing crazy stuff, so maybe, you know, maybe it is best for her to forget, you know, a few things. But things can change, you know, and as Gaga quotes Cole Porter about Tony Bennett, who also has Alzheimer's dementia, is that it's not that Chris is gonna change. It's just his nature. And as Cole Porter says, it's just nature, that's all. You know, it's part of his nature, you know, and it's important also to try to prevent that nature, you know, at his age, you know, 40. To lose your mind like that and to lose your memory like that, it's not fun. It's not fun, it's not cute, and it's very, very, very sad. It's very, very sad and no joke. So all my prayers go out to you, Chris, and to the Hemsworth family, and I just, it is no joke, and oh, it just makes my heart, ooh. All right, moving on to the next. All right, so we're gonna move along in my favorite segment, which is something I like to call sipping on some TikTok tea. Let's get to it.
Oh, yeah.
So there's this video on TikTok that's going viral. It's insane and absolutely crazy, and there's like a mini playlist in a series of this. So I'm just gonna say this because I don't want to spoil it for you. But this video, they call him the Reese's Bear. Roll the clip.
I'll kick your ass, or you'll kill me. Get out of here! Okay, dude, that's it. That's it. Get the f out. I'm locking the doors. You're a thief, man. He's afraid he's gonna get cornered, so he's gotta check somebody behind him, lock that door, because he knows it's the only way out of here. Buddy, what are you doing? Come on. Out of here, dude. You got no business in here. Get out of here. I'm the alpha male. He'll kill me. He could kill me in 10 seconds. Get out of here. Okay, go. You happy now? Go get some pretzels. There you go.
Can you imagine literally working at a 7-Eleven, night shift, you're minding your business, you're doing what you're doing, you're on your phone, and you look up and you see a black bear. I mean, he's not black from what I can see. He's more of like a brownish color. A bear like that, roaming in like he fucking pay rent or something like that, or like he's trying to get can you just imagine a bear? Can you imagine? Can you just imagine? Couldn't be me, wouldn't be me. Oh my goodness, that close. He was that close to it. He just went, hey, what's up? I'm just gonna get my few things and scurry on out. Comment below what you would done. I want to know. Comment below what would you have done if a bear came in. Would you? I know I wouldn't have screamed, but like I would be fucked. Like I don't know if there's like a door right here for the bear to not get in, but shoot, if he, Lord have mercy on child, I'd be scared to death. Moving along. All right, so our next TikTok video is by Ryan Constellation, and they talk about how people experience comas. Roll the clip.
Y'all, I just saw a Twitter thread that has sent me on an existential spiral. I'm like, I honestly feel like, consider this your content warning, because I mean, if you are not in a headspace for an existential crisis, just do not proceed. So it all started with this tweet. This person said, I just saw a TikTok where someone talked about what it was like to be in a coma, that you could feel time, have dreams, and literally just feel stuck. Now, I've heard that before, which I always thought that a coma is you're just unconscious, but apparently I've heard that like you can be aware that you're in a coma or like feel time passing. But then these were some of the replies. This person said, I was in a coma. I thought I was just alive living my life. I had no idea I was in a coma whatsoever. So I think it differs from person to person. So she was in a coma and was just living her life doing normal everyday things, didn't know she was in a coma the whole time? This guy says he's been in 3 different comas. It's usually just like you're living life. It may differ from person to person, but I've lived 8 months and 4 days in a coma, and I still have very vivid memories of things that never happened. Yo, is it me? Am I crazy? He said the second coma he had, he woke up and he could only speak Serbo-Croatian. He had gone on a world travel in a coma, but meanwhile he was still in bed. But in his coma state, he thought he went and learned Serbo-Croatian and like went and traveled to Europe. He lived an entire life. And then there was this girl who said, my uncle was in a coma. He had vivid memories about the hospital's basement being filled with snakes in a certain spot. He woke up begging them to let him see the basement. They wouldn't. Finally, they let him go with the HR of the hospital, and there were snakes there and in the hospital vents. My mom was in a coma for 6 weeks after a terrible car accident. At one point, she woke up and started speaking fluent Spanish. They had to bring a Spanish-speaking nurse to translate, and then she went back into a coma, and she doesn't remember much of it. Y'all, am I in a coma? Would I know? Like, what? End on a bit of a lighter note, this person said, my mom was sent home comatose from hospice. She'd go days totally unresponsive. One afternoon, while the caregiver was gossiping to the hospice nurse, my mom opened her eyes and told her she was talking too much before going back to unresponsive. If somebody pulled themselves out of a coma just to tell me to shut the fuck up, I would never speak again for as long as I lived.
Oh my living! First of all, I rebuke me getting a coma regardless in the name of Jesus. But you know, if I had to have had a coma, I would prefer the one where I still think that life is, you know, regular and all of that. Can you like again? God forbid, but yo, can we talk for a moment? If you were in a coma, where would you want to be? Our minds are so programmed about how society is and how it works and our limitations and what our life is like that I feel like even if we were in a coma, to me, I feel like I probably wouldn't be living out the lavish life that I know that I will have one day. I mean, I'm having it now, but you know, an elevated one. Like, would I still act the way I am now, or would I know that I'm in a coma and I could just be like, oh, well, shoot, this is my world now and y'all just live it. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder how our mind works like that, but apparently there's many different types of comas. You can have the one where you feel like you're in sleep paralysis, rebuke that in the name of Jesus, or you can have the one where you're physically feeling like you're, you know, living your life and all of that, which is so insane, so insane, and you don't even know you're in a coma. Am I in a coma right now? Am I in a coma right now doing T with V? Can you imagine? Child, let me not speak that into existence. All in all, I found it very, very fascinating and interesting, and I want to know what your thoughts are in the comments below. So let me know what your thoughts are on these 2 TikTok videos, because let's keep the conversation going. All right, we're moving in our next segment, which is matcha movie reviews, and I got a matcha movie for you. So I was fortunate enough to go see Wakanda Forever. My thought on this was actually quite interesting. I'm not going to spoil it, but what I will say, bring some tissues. Bring some tissues, because it is an emotional journey. A lot of high lows in betweens, but obviously the cast did great. Everybody played their part, and I really enjoyed this movie in particular, because I feel like obviously the first one will never compete to the second one, but I feel like the CGI was better in the second one than the first one as an outsider looking in. Also, the first one, they did a fabulous job of honoring Chadwick, due to his passing. I thought they wrote it very, very well, that it didn't take you out of the movie. It was very sad, but it flowed very nicely. So they did a phenomenal job, and I can't believe he's been dead for like 2 whole business years. It's absolutely mind-boggling. If you don't know, he passed away from colon cancer. But yeah, overall, I would recommend going to see this film. It's very good. Don't get your hopes up too much, but it still delivers. It's going to be an emotional ride, and yeah, a lot of crazy situation though. But the star that I'm obsessed with, ooh, is that water god. This man right here. Oh Lord Almighty, I know he's the enemy, but man, oh man, I'm a thigh guy. Ooh, he was good. He was good, and I'm gonna keep it at that. Let me keep it PG. But overall, out of 5, I would rate this movie. I would give it 4 matcha teas. Yeah, that's what I'll give it. Segment. All right, so our next segment is show and tell. Now, a show and tell that I have for you is quite interesting. All right, so to make a long story short, I am jumping back into music, and I recently just released a brand new single called Beat Goes On and On. I love it so much. Everybody has been giving me so much love and compliments on it, and what I wanted to show and tell was 10,000 people listened to this damn song on my SoundCloud, and 96 people shared it. Not a few comments, which was interesting, but overall, I am immensely grateful. Immensely grateful and honored and appreciative of everyone loving the song and the single, to the supporters, to the skeptics, to, I am immensely grateful for your love and support. People who view me religiously, who view me in spite, who view me in all different shapes of way. You made this happen, and it definitely doesn't go unnoticed, and I'm immensely grateful and appreciative. So thank you, Vemizers, for having that happen. Words cannot describe, and I'm very, very grateful. But to close out in today's episode of Tea with V, we are going to do the quote of the week. All right, so the quote of the week is by Winston Churchill. And they say this: success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. And that was by Winston Churchill. So, thank you so much for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit like, comment, and share, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to become a Vemizer, make sure to head over to my website, vemilomusic.com. Anything and everything about me will be on there except my birth certificate or social security. And yeah, one more thing though before I go. So this episode is the second to last episode of Tea with V Season 5. This will be episode 13, and then the next episode will be the final last episode 14 of Tea with V. And I just want to say that I have been having the time of my life making these tea with V's and having this be a pre-recorded experience and getting, you know, all the editing right and adding my little Vemilo-isms and all of that and graphics and everything. And I think moving forward, I want to do this type of format of Tea with V versus going live. Maybe I'll go live every now and then, but overall, I'm immensely proud and grateful to really stick to something. And you know, it's been what, like 3 months. We started this in August and now we're here in November and it's just crazy and cold out, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. And I thank you for all of your love and support. So please be safe, sanctified, and sanitary under these self-reflecting times, and I will catch you all in the very last episode. All right. Of this season. I ain't going to do at least season 6, 7. You know, we'll keep continuing on, but I'll see you then. Bye.
Feeling free.